Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to explore the concept of twin flames in depth. There's a lot to go over, so if you've been searching for answers or trying to understand this powerful and often confusing connection, stick with us. We've got you covered. Experiencing this kind of connection can be overwhelming, especially when it's so intense and deep. It's not something you can casually discuss with just anyone. It's the type of experience that runs deep and is often beyond our typical comprehension. That's exactly why I'm making this video, to help you understand what twin flames really are. We're going beyond the surface today, so if you're looking for clarity or simply trying to make sense of everything, you're in the right place. However, I'd encourage you to also trust your own intuition as you take in the information. When it comes to spiritual topics, the language can get a little confusing. Words like soul, spirit, ego, and mind are often used in different ways, sometimes even interchangeably. Since we're covering a broad topic today, I'll keep the explanations as simple and accessible as possible. What we're sharing is one perspective, drawn from insights by respected twin flame coaches and spiritual leaders, both past and present, that has helped many people make sense of their experiences. Before we jump into the details, if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Every comment you leave helps our community grow and ensures this information reaches those who need it. Now, let's get into the topic. There are different views on what twin flames actually are, but there's general agreement on some key aspects. For us, twin flames are understood as two distinct manifestations of the same soul. Unlike the idea of soulmates or the concept of two halves, twin flames are one soul that splits into two separate bodies. They are like two halves of the same energy, two parts of a whole. It's important to understand that everyone has a twin flame. You'll know when you meet yours because it will feel as though your inner world begins to shift and rearrange in ways you never anticipated. That's the essence of twin flame energy. It doesn't knock softly on the door. It bursts through as if it's always been meant to be there. Twin flames act as mirrors, reflecting back to us our deepest truths and showing us parts of ourselves we may not fully understand. They are tuned to each other on an incredibly deep, spiritual level, vibrating at the same frequency. This shared energy can shake us to the core, triggering significant spiritual growth. The connection goes beyond the physical world and taps into the very core of our being at the soul level. Twin flames aren't here to complete each other. They're here to help you recognize and embrace the totality of your own soul by reflecting it back to you, often through what seems like another person. Now, let's delve into the nature of the soul itself. The soul is your true essence, the part of you that exists beyond your physical body. It is eternal, not constrained by time or space. Each soul is unique, much like a cosmic fingerprint, yet it is connected to a larger universal source, often referred to as God or the divine. The soul isn't a fragment of something larger. It is a distinct expression of that vast cosmic energy. Your soul is not limited to one body or lifetime. It is on an ongoing journey, possibly spanning many lifetimes, or even existing in multiple forms at once. This is where twin flames come in. To maintain universal balance, your soul's energy requires two complementary forces. Just as light requires darkness, warmth requires cold, or up needs down, twin flames represent these two opposing but complementary forces. While they may appear separate, they are fundamentally the same energy, viewed from different perspectives. This concept applies not only to you, but to all souls, which are interconnected in ways we can't always perceive with our physical senses. Now, let's explore the metaphysical side of twin flames. This is where things get truly fascinating. Much of what we're discussing here draws on teachings from spiritual figures like Abraham Hicks, Sadhguru, Eckhart Tolle, and Alan Watts, to name just a few. On a larger scale, every soul has an astral body, which is essentially an energetic version of your physical body. In the twin flame dynamic, your soul's energy manifests as two forces, still one, but separated, like the front and back of a single sheet of glass. The heart of the twin flame connection is balance, a core principle in nature. These two forces are equal but opposite, perfectly complementary, like the law of polarity in the universe. It's not about being the same in thoughts or actions. Rather, it's about having an energetic frequency that balances and complements the other. Twin flames seem separate to us because we experience the world through duality, but in reality, they are two expressions of the same soul energy, vibrating at a unique frequency. When twin flames meet, it's not just about meeting someone who gets you. It's like meeting a version of yourself, but with a twist. And the twist is this: despite appearing as two separate minds, they are not. They are one mind split into two separate realities. This connection goes deeper than just shared interests or similar emotions. It's an energetic bond that transcends time and space. Twin flames aren't just an intriguing concept. They embody the profound depth of human connection, revealing how interconnected we are with the universe on a spiritual level. Now, let's discuss how twin flames show up in real life. They often appear as two individuals who seem entirely separate on the surface, yet deep down, they are the same soul split into two. In our physical world, we tend to believe that seeing is believing, but with twin flames, that idea is turned upside down. They might not even recognize each other at first, or they may have crossed paths countless times without making the connection. But once they do connect, it's as if a light bulb turns on, and they suddenly see themselves in a new, profound way. And by the way, this connection isn't always romantic. Sometimes it manifests as a friendship that feels timeless, or a bond that pulls you back together despite all obstacles. The fascinating part is that this connection doesn't follow the typical rules of time or distance. Twin flames often feel deeply connected even when they're far apart. This is because their bond exists at the soul level, beyond physical reality. This isn't just about finding your other half. It's a powerful reminder that we are more than our physical bodies. We are souls navigating this human experience, learning to recognize ourselves in many forms. The twin flame connection is about the balance of duality, like experiencing life in stereo rather than mono. You get a richer, fuller view of existence. The twin flame journey is about maintaining cosmic harmony. Sure, it can be intense, but that intensity is what drives our growth and evolution. When twin flames are aligned, there's a natural flow and balance that feels effortless. But when they're out of sync, things can feel off. and that's okay. This imbalance is just part of the process of reconnecting and finding harmony again. Have you ever experienced a moment of peace during your twin flame journey? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Just remember, twin flames are not here to complete you. They are here to help you recognize the fullness of your soul and create balance within yourself. This is a reminder that we are never alone. We're part of a much greater whole, always learning and evolving, always connected. The twin flame journey is about navigating between the physical and spiritual worlds. The spiritual realm is the true home of your soul. It's where your essence resides, free from the constraints of time and space. It's eternal, boundless, and limitless. This is where twin flames exist as one, vibrating together in perfect harmony. The physical world is where we experience life through our senses. In this world, twin flames appear as separate individuals, each walking their own path, but vibrating at the same spiritual frequency. The twin flame connection is the bridge between these two realms. It's an energetic bond formed in the spiritual realm, which plays out in the physical world. This connection is activated when your soul is ready to move from fear-based living to a love-based existence, where we recognize ourselves in others. Understanding this dynamic helps explain the deep sense of unity twin flames often feel, a connection that spans across dimensions. Ultimately, the twin flame journey invites us to see life not just through the lens of the physical world, but as a spiritual path back to the eternal truth of our soul. As you continue on your journey, remember, the twin flame connection isn't just about the other person. It's about awakening to the fullness of who you are, blending spiritual wisdom with physical experience, and recognizing that, in every way, we are always connected. In this journey, the energies we encounter are vital. There's love-based energy, which is the soul's true language, the essence of the spiritual realm, where our soul exists beyond all boundaries. This energy is pure, creative, and all about freedom and connection. At the essence of our being lies a wellspring of boundless potential, untouched by the limitations of the material world. Yet, alongside this profound power exists an energy fueled by fear. This energy arises from our lived experiences, shaped by competition, attachment, and the ingrained belief that we fall short. It's something we've absorbed over time, influenced by society and our surroundings, and breaking free from it can be as challenging as swapping fast food for nourishing, home-cooked meals. That shift, though, is incredibly worthwhile. It's healthier, more fulfilling, and honestly, your soul deserves far more than the emotional equivalent of fast food. When you meet your twin flame, it's like a powerful awakening. It calls you to live from your soul, not from the fears that have accumulated over your lifetime. It may be tough. After all, we've been conditioned to be guarded and protective. But the twin flame bond is meant to dismantle those defenses, not to leave us exposed, but to return us to a state of pure, untainted love, just as we were when we first began our journey. Living from the perspective of your soul is, at its core, a choice of love, something we often forget. Have you ever had the feeling that life is just unfolding around you, as though you're merely going through the motions? That's not the real you. The real you is deeper. It's your soul. that calm, serene presence that remains constant even when the world around you is in turmoil. Whether in meditation or in a peaceful moment, when you experience that stillness of being, that's your soul coming to the forefront. It's not tied to your job, your appearance, or your identity. It's the you that simply exists. And here's where the twin flame journey becomes especially intriguing. The soul that resides within you is the same soul that resides in your twin flame. That sense of peace and authenticity you feel in moments of quiet, they feel it too. Though they may have different lives, bodies, and experiences, deep down, it's the same essence. You might now be wondering, how do I connect with my soul? There's a wealth of wisdom available to guide you. Teachers like Eckhart Tolle and practices like meditation can help you tune into the frequency of your soul. The twin flame path isn't about seeking someone to complete you. You are already whole because your soul is complete. It's about recognizing that same soul in another person. When you do, it's not merely a connection, it's a return to your truest self, experienced twice over. It's something worth pondering. The twin flame experience is more than just an encounter. It's a reminder that you are already one with your soul. This connection is internal, not external. You are your soul, and the soul is you. This unity is essential to understand, especially when your soul decides to split into two separate bodies during this lifetime, forming twin flames. These twin flames are merely two manifestations of the same soul, each experiencing life from a different perspective. They are like the same musical note played on different instruments, creating a harmonious resonance that echoes throughout the physical world. Now, let's talk about death. This is where things take an interesting turn. When one of the bodies ceases to exist, the soul persists. It is unperturbed because it isn't bound by a singular form or finite lifespan. The story of your soul doesn't end with physical death. It continues, unfolding across multiple lifetimes. The metaphysical and the physical are intricately woven together, working in tandem to play out on a grand scale. While twin flames may come and go in the physical realm, your soul is eternal, always in motion. In this context, the purpose of meeting your twin flame becomes clear. It's about your soul recognizing itself in the physical realm, acknowledging its essence, and living from that place. The ultimate goal is to form a healthy, enduring relationship that mirrors the completeness of the soul. Whether romantic or not, it's about seeing the soul in another, recognizing that the essence of who you are has always been there, whole and unbroken. As you progress on this twin flame journey, you'll begin to notice remarkable signs and synchronicities, like the universe is sending little affirmations that you're on the right path. Perhaps it's a recurring sequence of numbers, like 1111. These are no mere coincidences. They are nudges from the universe, confirming that you're in alignment with your soul's frequency. These signs, whether they appear as numbers or other meaningful symbols, are reminders that you're not walking this path alone. They affirm that your intuition is guiding you and that your soul is moving toward its destined purpose. So the next time you encounter these patterns, take a moment to acknowledge them. They're part of your journey, ensuring you stay aligned. Let's delve into how meeting your twin flame can stir up the deepest corners of your being. When they enter your life, it's like activating a switch you didn't even realize was there. It's not just about feeling excitement or getting butterflies. This is much deeper. It's about waking up to your true self at the soul level. Your twin flame has a unique way of triggering emotions within you, but not out of malice. They bring out feelings you didn't even know existed because they are you in another form. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It's intense, it's challenging, and it has the power to turn your world upside down. But that's precisely the point. Sometimes, in order to awaken to your soul's true essence, you need that kind of disruption. A spiritual awakening with your twin flame can feel like chaos, a roller coaster of emotions, profound yet bewildering. It might resemble the dark night of the soul, where everything you thought you knew begins to unravel. But in truth, this upheaval is clearing away old patterns and fears that no longer serve you. It's about letting go of fear and stepping into a life grounded in love. On the other side of this intense transformation, you'll discover a version of yourself that's deeper, truer. It's your soul, finally unveiled through the fires of this transformative experience. Before we conclude, I have a request for you. If this message resonated with you or sparked any questions, don't keep it to yourself. Join the conversation. Leave a comment, share your insights, and connect with others. Every shared experience helps us all grow and learn together. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. It's a small action on your part, but it helps spread these messages to others who may need them. Plus, it'll keep you updated on all our latest content. A win for everyone. Ultimately, the twin flame journey is about far more than a trendy concept. It's about delving into who we truly are at the soul level. It's about recognizing that we're never truly alone on this journey, that we're all part of something greater, always interconnected, always complete, even when it doesn't always feel that way. This journey is about remembering that truth, seeing your soul mirrored in someone else, and understanding that it has always been you. It's challenging, it's beautiful, and it's everything in between. But the love, the profound, soul-deep love that comes from this connection is transformative. So, keep moving forward, keep evolving, and trust in the path your soul is walking.